I think that when it comes to that particular like group of women, claim well, not even just that group of women. We're at the point where just claiming that you've been oppressed works only if it's against the white man and occasionally the black man. Like the black woman can claim oppression by the black man, and black people can broadly, all non-white people can broadly claim oppression by the white man. That's kind of what I see from this whole oppression game.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But I like oppression because they like oppression. They love oppression. Well, I keep trying to convince Shaw to bring back DB. They love oppression.
Well, you reminded me of something I opened up with about the whole KKK and the discrimination thing. See, we were all told coming up that discrimination is wrong and you shouldn't discriminate and we should all be equal. But then, as we grow up and we experience the system and we see how things actually work, what the left wants to do is just their version of discrimination. And so now it's like, well, if it's not wrong to discriminate, well then maybe the Klan wasn't wrong. Like you're kind of making me think weird things now because apparently discrimination is okay depending on who you discriminate against and
Okay, so
or who's doing the discriminating.
no,
Well,
discrimination is always
well,
wrong.
well,
This is
dirty folk. You said they love oppression,
they love oppression, bro.
and you're hitting on something there because why do they love oppression?
I don't care.
My hypothesis is that they love oppression because in reality they're not really strong enough for freedom.
Okay, let's go with that because I always say
Yeah,
they
let's
want to
stay
be
there
slaves.
for a sec.
Yeah, I always say they want to be slaves. So that goes with my brand. I always say they want to be slaves. But
Is it possible that there is not even just black people, even though black people seem to be a huge block, but is it possible that there are just people who, through the series of their choices, they just seem to be headed for their own slavery? Because when you say freedom, SKC, when you say they don't have the strength for freedom, I think that's a real thing. I'm reminded of like the end of slavery when one of the reasons why sharecropping became a thing is because a lot of the blacks couldn't leave the plantation. Like they could, but they couldn't. You know what I mean? They didn't know what to do.
okay, here's the misnomer.
The
There's
same
nobody.
thing happened in South Africa.
No, here's a misnomer. You guys don't understand what freedom is. So I understand what you mean in principle, but in practice, there's nobody more free than black women. So let's use another word. Just like okay, because freedom is anarchy. You know what I'm saying? Rules are something different. Freedom is anarchy, and women are.
Well, I disagree. I disagree. Yes, I know exactly what you mean with the anarchy thing, but we're not arguing for that when I say freedom. I mean the sense of like that is actually a great philosophical discussion, by the way, because black folk don't really get into this. But yes, true anarchy is true freedom, right? But here's the thing: anarchy is not a civilization, so you want freedom and civilization, and that's where you kind of have to focus your attention.
That's a very male centric point of view, and I agree with you because I am a male. But I speak toddler, and I'm telling you that that's the freedom. That is the kid that gets to eat ice cream for dinner and then complain about the tummy ache. That's what these liberals are doing.